watching the news at 10, coming to you live from Lagos. While many young persons look forward to the passage of the Not Too Young to Run bill, they believe mentorship will still play a key role in the eventual realization of having young persons in positions of authority. The second edition of the Bola Tinubu Youth Summit in Lagos presented another opportunity for young people to express their concerns over the state of affairs in the country. The Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Mrs. Idiat Adebule, who was the guest speaker, admonished the youth to be ready to take up leadership positions through innovations.
I strongly believe in government of inclusion, in which a level playing ground is provided for everyone to contribute to the growth and development of a nation. Available statistics have shown that the youth comprises of about 65% of our population, that is the population in Lagos. Certainly, this huge population cannot be ignored or sidelined in national development. It is therefore very imperative to create a platform in which we can effectively combine the benefit of experience with the creative and innovative ideas of young people in order to align our governance system with global trends.
Before you can be called a leader, one of the things you need to know and we need to do, first you must have a mentor. You cannot just wake up Sunday and say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. You must have someone who will be following his or her path. Oh, this person is doing this, I'm motivated by what he or she is doing, I'm inspired, let me do something. It might not be the same, but you know, you have to follow that trait. And while following that trait, you get to know more about it. And as young people, before becoming a good leader, you know, you must have a positive mind.
I guess the youth agree with that. Well, the re-election bid of Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State has gotten a boost with an endorsement from the people of Enugu. The leadership of the communities outlined various reasons for their support, which they say is born out of the developmental strides of the governor in the state. About 42 communities make up that local government area.
Residents of 42 communities in Enugu local government area of Enugu State have come out in the numbers to show how much Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi means to them. He arrives to a rousing welcome in company of his deputy and some other political leaders. The people are glad he came, and without mincing words, they reel out reasons they want him back in office come 2019.
It includes the unprecedented development of rural roads, connecting localities that were considered impossible to connect for now. It includes the boosting of electricity and the extending of sale in so many localities in Enugu. You have made every Eziagoma a millionaire. With the citing of the free trade zone that you cited at Akama and Ogwofia land.
Their unanimous decision to endorse this re-election bid is formally announced with an inauguration of a new movement.
The Guruguru movement is a people-driven anchor for the people of Enugu in deep realization of the good governance of His Excellency Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi. On behalf of the 42 communities in Enugu, 20 electoral wards, 184 polling stations, on behalf of our political leaders, our business moguls, our spiritual leaders, our cultural and traditional leaders, our professionals, our women, our youth, our children, that we collectively endorse and support without adulteration Right Honorable Ifeanyi Lawrence Ugwuanyi for a second tenure beginning in 2019.
The event also witnessed a reception for defected members from other political parties in the state. By this support for Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi's re-election bid from the Enugu people, more interesting things might just be unfolding come 2019 in Enugu State.
Cashew is a seasonal fruit planted and cultivated in various parts of the world, and Nigeria is no exception. In Okudo community located in Njaba local government area of Imo State, there is an abundance of arable land where cashew is cultivated, but those involved in the trade are not having it easy. Our community report tonight sheds more light on the business, the sales, and those needs of those involved in it.
Approaching Okudo community in Njaba local government area, a 35-minute drive from Owerri, the Imo State capital, the sight of highway hawkers is common. One of the most popular products sold here is cashew nut, which availability is supported by a large expanse of land littered with cashew trees. Mrs. Chizoba Madu is a mother of 4 who is into the business of cashew nuts. The process might be tedious, but as it puts food on the table, she has no choice. She relishes the opportunity to call on the government for support.
There are many hazards of the job. For instance, the fire that is emitted from the processing can be very dangerous, especially if it gets to the eyes.
The business has also helped these women educate their children, which is probably the most fulfilling aspect of the business.
But now I'm selling the cashew. At least I have sent one to university now.
The cashew business has kept many youth in the area busy and, on the other hand, generated jobs and source of income. They're, however, appealing to the government to support the business.
It's good to government to help us, to bring us anything so that we can produce it at like 100 bottles or 150, 200 bottles.
We want government to bring in processing machines that can help them process this thing faster so that the business will grow faster.
This, the Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security says the state, in collaboration with the federal government, is mapping out a plan to develop.
The minister had promised to give us the cashew industry very soon, before September. That was his words.
As of 2015, with 836,500 metric tons, Nigeria ranked second in the top 5 countries that are major producers of cashew nuts after Vietnam. If the government can match action with words and support the local producers of cashew nuts in the state, definitely it will address issues of unemployment and enhance economic and agricultural development. It will also ultimately boost the nation's GDP.
The people of Bomadi and Nuheli North local government area are expressing concern over the poor state of healthcare delivery in various communities of theirs. But the Governor, Ifeanyi Okowa, while on an inspection tour of projects, indicates the resolve of his administration to ensuring adequate attention is paid to healthcare in Delta State.
The Bomadi General Hospital, Enugu North, Delta State, is the only one that serves communities in this local government and its environs. For many months now, it's been under renovation, a situation most community members are obviously not happy with. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa is here to get a first-hand assessment of the renovation work as part of his ongoing tour around the 25 local government areas of the state to commission and inspect projects completed and under construction.
If they start to do the work in all the wards at a time, it means that we'll shut off services but we cannot afford to shut down the services. So they're actually taking it in bits. But I have promised that I'll try to raise mobilization for them to enable them speed up the work that they are doing.
From here, he moves to inspect the ongoing rehabilitation of urban water supply schemes, ultra-modern market, and reinforced concrete pavement being done by his administration in Bamadi, as well as blocks of classrooms being constructed, reconstruction works and equipping of Ogo Technical College, Otogo, construction of Royal Avenue Prince Oharisi Drive, Government Secondary School, and roads in Hueli North local government area. The governor did not end his tour without hearing from the people in his usual tradition of engaging them through a town hall meeting, first in Bamadi, before heading to Hueli North local government.
Your Excellency,
Yet again, issues concerning the health sector are raised, and Governor Okowa has a word of advice.
We will strongly appeal if medical staffs and equipment could be sent to that hospital because of its location to nearby local government in Agaro.
It is good for them to develop centers, but before the superintendent starts to build any primary health center or whatever they also call cottage hospitals, they must first discuss with the local government council.
Health, they say, is wealth. And just as the people appear happy and grateful for their various projects spread across the state, they also expect the health sector be given topmost priority.
The federal government has intensified efforts to complete the Zaria-Kano bridge, where hundreds of people have lost their lives in the last 15 years. The bridge, which is in Dutsen Danguaro community, is about 50% complete, but there remains a risk posed by activities of sand miners. Our correspondent Idris Jibrin reports.
Coming from a far distance, it's extremely difficult to determine there is a bridge ahead as deep as this one. But this is the only bridge that links Zaria to Kano State in the northwest Nigeria. Above the bridge is the Dutsen Danguaro community, where the people mainly relied on irrigation farming to make a living. However, despite its economic advantages, residents see the bridge is a killer zone.
I can remember my uncle was once pushed down from the bridge by a truck driver and he died. We're in a serious problem here because all our complaints are on this bridge. We're hoping that the reconstruction will be the end of our suffering. Anytime accident occurs, even if it's in the midnight, we try our best to rescue the victims. There are even people who were lost in the water and never found.
Presently in progress is compact rock filled under pile cap axis 7 and 8 of the bridge, which is expected to eventually resist water flow pressures as rainy season approaches.
Contractor, when are you going to finish?
In 5 months we can finish the job, despite all the rainy season coming. In 5 months we can complete the job.
However, as time goes, these may likely wear out as water flows beneath the bridge, unless efforts are made to stop sand dredging under the bridge, which is the only source of income to some residents.
That if this illegal mining of sand does not stop, ultimately this bridge will collapse. Now, so we need every level of government to work with us, including the Ministry of Mines, but this is a local enforcement issue that must be tackled. And so I want to appeal and I want to advise that the contractor has told us that any mineral or sand mining here must move away at least a few kilometers further upstream. This is too close.
This is the only bridge that links Zaria to Kano State. From here, you can easily hear the sound of vehicles passing above the bridge, which was before now being supported by this iron. However, with the recent federal government intervention of rehabilitating the bridge, engineers on site have confirmed that construction work has reached almost 50% completion, which perhaps could be a sign of relief to many residents of this community, who says hundreds of people have lost their lives here. Idris Jubrin, Channels Television News.